One students, how are you?
Afternoon, sir.
Fine, sir.
Uh, Yesterday I told you that I would conduct activities on writing and speaking related to the poem Ulysses. Already we discussed the poem in the previous class. I explained the background of the poem, theme of the poem, and meaning of the poem also. So before going to start the activities, let me tell you briefly the background of the poem as well as meaning of the poem. You know what is the background of poem? You know that Ulysses participated in Trojan War. While he was coming back, he rescued his men from the land of Lotus Eaters, and then he escaped from the death by Cyclops by blinding him, and later even he saved his soldiers' lives from Circe, which goddess of witch. And by the time he reached his kingdom was about to occupied by his enemies. He could protect his kingdom from his enemies by killing them. In entire his life, he did many adventures. He faced many problems, but with courage he overcame those problems. This is the background of the poem. Now let me explain the theme of the meaning of the poem, but 1 minute. All of you have books with you. Just open the books, open the poem also. Let me explain briefly. Even I mentioned the meaning of certain words. There are some words, difficult words in the poem. You can look at the words in the poem so that you can understand easily. Already we discussed this poem in the previous class. See, it little profits that an idle king by this still earth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, I meet and dole unequal loss unto a savage race. So what does it mean? You know, an idle king gets no profit. He cannot enjoy his life. That's the meaning of the first line. And by this still her means fire. The sitting beside fire among the barren crags, rock area, and matched with an aged wife, I meet and dole unequal loss unto savage race. What does it mean? You know, he rewards and he gives punishments to savage people. Already discussed, why he called his people as savage people, because they don't have curiosity towards knowledge, and that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. Hoard means to collect. They are interested to getting money. They want to collect only money and sleep and feed. It means they want to get only food. So they have interest towards collecting money, food and sleep. But they do not have curiosity to get knowledge or to know about world. I cannot rest from travel. I will bring life to the least. You know that. He wants to enjoy his life till the end. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. I am becoming a name. So what he is saying that wherever he went, he got name. He did many adventures. Wherever the place he went, he got name. And for always roaming with a hungry heart. And he has hungry heart. He wants to visit all the places. He visited many places and he wants to continue his journey. And much I have seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments. Myself not least, but honored of them all. He came to know about many governments. He visited many places, cities. And myself not least, wherever he went, he was not degraded or he was not treated as a low person. He got name and fame and glory, but honored of them all. So this is the poem we discussed in the previous class. And coming to activities, now I want to conduct activities. We have two activities. The first activity is Open Heart with RK. You know the program, Open Heart with RK. So you have to sit in pairs. In each pair, one has to role play as Ulysses, modern Ulysses. one has to play as reporter. Imagine that Ulysses gave public speech, and after public speech, RK, you know that A.B. Nandajyoti person conducting open heart with Ulysses. Now sit in pairs and just 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me give instructions, and you can ask questions from the poem. For example, he mentioned the first line. It little profits that an ideal king. Sir, you said that king. It is little profit, but what is the plan that you want to do after this age? Like that, you can ask questions. And the person who is role playing as Ulysses can give any answer. And you can ask some other questions also from the poem. You know, you mentioned that match with the aged wife. You are also an aged person. How can you consider your wife as an aged person? Like that, you can ask any questions from this poem. Did you understand? Did you get my point? Is it clear to you? Rajkumar sir?
Yes, sir.
Now sit in pairs. Time for this activity is 5 minutes. 2 minutes for discussion, remaining 3 minutes for activity. Is it clear? Sit in pairs. If you want to write, you can write the questions. After 2 minutes, I'll ask you to stop. For each player, 2 questions enough. 2 questions enough. If you want to write more questions, you can write more questions. You can discuss what are the questions that you want to ask Ulysses.
What should we do, sir?
I want to give hints. I want to tell you what are the places that you visited. You can mention any places like I visited America.
One is Ulysses.
One has to role play as reporter or Ramakrishna. You know that Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna, another person has to play as Ulysses. You decide who will be Ulysses and who will be reporter.
So he is Ulysses, sir.
You decide. You will not tell me.
Sure, sure.
When you come here, then you can
Reporter. Okay, you asked me to.
Yes, Francis.
Sir.
Yeah, the reporter and the
Okay. Sir, you said like this. What it little profits that an ideal king. What do you mean by that, sir?
At that time, I went to Singapore, Malaysia, Maldives, and all that. Finally, when I came to this Bay of Bengal, visiting all these places, my army was there, and then we had some fight also with the enemy camp. Many places I visited at that time. So one question you are fixing with what places we visited? So you want two questions.
people are this kind. What is your perception about like good future? I cannot do anything. There will be no challenges.
That time,
I like challenges.
I thought that life is something great and life has to be, life has to bring life to the stage of no.
And I become an
Enjoy life at the moment. Whatever things, whatever situation we
That's
are in,
fine. Very
we
good.
should enjoy that.
Ulysses. That's wonderful answer. So you want to be an active king, so not an idle king.
Yeah, that's
You said that I can't rest from travel. Do you mean that you like traveling very much? So how do you feel when you go?
Okay, time is over. Now, which pair will come first? Which pair will come first? Good. Nice. The other students, please listen to them. Now you say you introduce your characters. For example, who will play as Ulysses and who will play as RK or reporter.
Okay, I'm the reporter and he's the Ulysses. First question I asked him was,
Do we need to role play, sir?
Role play.
Or we need to just explain?
Just you role play as Ulysses and reporter.
sir, glad to meet you, sir.
Yes, sir. I am also glad.
Okay, after a long time I met learned person like you. So my first question to you is, uh, you said in this poem, it little profits that an idol do. What do you mean by that? What's the intention behind speaking such that sentence?
My meaning is that, this is actually almost a barren land. The people here are not that much educated. They just live for money, they hold money, they collect money, they eat, they waste, that's all. They don't have a challenging life. They don't know how to get exciting things. Also, they don't know what are the thrills people can face. But I know. So instead of ruling these people, I would like to go traveling so that I'll have some excitement. Also, you can see, I don't want to be an idle king, I want to be an active king.
So if you want to be an active king, why not make people active in a different way?
Yeah, I understand your question. These people, even though I repeatedly told them to have certain kind of life, there is no change in them. So instead of ruling such people, it's better to leave my kingdom to my son, Telemachus, and go to another place or go on traveling.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Wonderful answers. Nice meeting you, sir.
Thank you.
Good performance. A round of applause to the persons. Okay, now next pair. Who will come?
Then you will sit and then we'll have.
Your wish. Can come.
He says aged man.
Physically, not psychologically.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. I am Rajkumar and he is Murali Krishna. Now, in this task, I am playing the role of Ulysses and Murali Krishna is playing the role of a reporter.
Go ahead.
So good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So how are the things with you?
Yeah, fine. World is very big, but I was able to cover almost all the places.
So it's my privilege to interview you about your journey.
Obviously, it should be your privilege.
Okay. So let's start the interview.
Yeah, please.
So what are the places you have visited so far?
Went around the world, visited many places. Once I went to Singapore, then went to Bangkok. And at that time, I was not aware of all these places. So I was just roaming around and then went for battles, wasted all my time there. Then I came to know about Machilipatnam beach. Once I visited that as well. It was very nice. A lot of enjoyment. I was able to enjoy a lot.
Okay. So what is your perception about life?
Life should lead your life as you like it, enjoy it. And as I already told you in the poem, I will drink life to the least. I'll drink it. I'll drink until I enjoy my life and then sleep.
Are you enjoying each sip of life?
Yes. And I also make all my associates or whoever is with me, I'll also make them drink and then enjoy their life to the least.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time and
Thank you.
answers.
Nice performance. Good. A round of applause to Raj Kiran and Rajkumar and Murali.
Yes, sir.
Now last pair. Okay, madam. Okay.
So Ulysses, it is really an honor for me to talk to you today. I would like to just pose you a question. I think a few of the reporters have already taken some news from you. From my news channel, I would like to pose only one question to you. That you wrote in the poem that you have greatly suffered as well, you have enjoyed a lot. Why is that you made this contradictory statement that you enjoyed as well, you suffered? What did you suffer and what did you enjoy?
You know what, life sometimes in our life, when you came across with some obstacles, they have taught us how difficult they are, and also then after the suffering we feel very happy. Sometimes pain also we feel very happy. That's why when I was roaming with a hungry heart, just like people loved me, and I'm always alone, and also I have enjoyed very much the loneliness. Okay, so that makes us very happy.
Okay. You gave us a good principle of life that you have to enjoy life when you are all alone, because this is a time where we are not meeting our friends and neighbors also.
Yes,
So this poem I think would certainly have some kind of impact on everybody who reads it.
exactly.
Thank you for your interview, sir.
Thank you.
Nice performance. Okay, this is the first activity. Now let us start the second activity. The second activity is try to recollect your achievements. In the poem, Ulysses did many adventures and he achieved many things. The same now you write your achievements in your notebooks. For writing only 2 minutes, and after writing I will call you one by one. But to speak, to explain your achievements, only 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, you have to explain your achievements. Go ahead.
Achievements of Ulysses. Or
No. Achievement
in
of
general.
achievements in your life. What did you achieve in your life? No, you completed PG, you completed 10th class. These are all achievements with good pass percentage. How you struggled, maybe in your life you might have struggled, or you might have faced some problems, and how you overcame those problems, how you got success. You can mention all these, but briefly, not more points, because it is only 30 seconds speech. 3 or 4 points. You can mention any small achievement. Make it fast, we have only 1 minute time. Sir, you conducted this workshop. You can mention it as the achievement.
Now, as a student,
Sir, shall we?
Uh, let others also complete. Okay. Time is over. Now who will come first? Who will take initiative? Francis? Come. Do you want mic?
No need, sir.
No. If you use mic, it is audible to everyone. Try to develop the habit of speaking on mic.
Thank you, sir. Sir, yesterday I had a problem, sir. I came across a big problem. While I was operating the software Code Tantra, literally I don't know certain options, which one has to be used and which one should not be. At that time, I thought of calling to my friend for help. I called him, but he was not available to help me. So somehow I managed clicking this and that. Somehow managed conducting the test today. That was a big achievement yesterday.
Oh, nice, great, good. Now, Jay, will you come?
Sir, I wrote two achievements.
Yes, you can proceed.
One is I'm a good singer, sir.
Do you want to sing now?
No, sir.
Okay.
Last year, when I participated in state level singing
Speak
competition,
to your classmates.
state level singing competition, I stood second, sir.
Oh, good achievement.
Second one,
There were
sir.
only 2 participants.
No. There were more than 10 participants. Second achievement, sir, I don't know whether it is the correct one or not. 2 years ago, my father scolded me and asked me to go out. So I went to my grandma's house by walking from Vijayawada to Guntur, sir.
Oh. But it is not achievement, I think.
Not achievement, sir.
So it is not achievement. You can say that
I walked 35 kilometers, sir.
you must have catched up any bus.
I don't have money, sir.
Oh, but it's not achievement. We can say it is stupid work. Good. Okay. Next. Next, anybody?
I will like share, sir. Actually, from our class, from our school, Jay Prakash and I attended the singing competition, sir. He secured second position. I was I secured the first position.
Okay. Nice. Good. Good achievement.
That is one of the achievements, sir. And second one, now we are in intermediate, and when I was in 10th class, actually I was a very slow learner, and all my friends thought I would fail in my examination.
Okay.
But to their surprise, in some of the subjects I scored more than they expected or more than they scored.
How many students there wrote examination? 2 students.
Actually, there were many students, sir, 10th class time.
Okay.
So there were many students. I don't know Hindi also, sir, but I secured 69 marks at that time.
Okay.
And 360 marks was my score, and it was a shock to my classmates also.
But anyhow, you did great job.
Yes, sir, that was a great.
But whether it is getting prize or not, that is secondary. Participation is very important.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take your check. Vijay.
Yes, I have a similar experience that Mr. Raja has. In my intermediate, sir. Yeah, in my intermediate, sir, I didn't go to college for about 2.5 months here.
Okay.
Because I had a terrible jaundice attack, and then the doctor asked me to stay back at home. And so I didn't go to the college, and for 2.5 months I was at home. So when I took the examinations, then I know that it was not my heart's content, but when I got the result, I passed in second class. So that was an achievement for me. I didn't ever dream of passing intermediate, but then I passed in intermediate, and that's an achievement I feel all the time.
Yes, good. Nice. Next, Murali Krishna.
So good afternoon, all of you. So I got the highest marks in intermediate, that is an achievement for me.
How many, sir?
It is 719 from the arts.
Very goodness.
Okay. What about degree and PG?
So degree PG I got 60%. Of
Okay.
marks.
But compared to degree PG, you got more marks in intermediate.
Intermediate, yes.
Okay, good.
Which class, sir?
Sorry.
Now we are in which class, sir?
Now we are in degree. Sorry. PG.
My highest achievement is to get the 60% in PG. That is the hardful thing. So those days people told me that if you didn't got 60%, you are not eligible for teaching in engineering colleges. So I struggled a lot to get the 60% by sharing the material to one person to another person. I struggled a lot.
Okay, good. Nice work. So with this we have completed the activities
Thank you, sir.
related to 1 minute. Related to the poem Ulysses. One activity is Open Heart with Arkan, the second one is Tell us your achievements. So with this we completed this poem. Now I would like to invite anyone. I would like to invite you, anyone interested to. If you are interested to say any poem, to come here, say any poem, not the particular poem, Ulysses. If you recollect, you can come here, you can say your poem. Anybody? You want to say? No. Come. Do you want like Francis?
Okay.
Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth.
Okay. Next.
Rhyme was not poem.
It is not poem. Francis, it is rhyme. Because this is the beauty of language. When we come across in a novel, come across means when you read novel or a poem, we get happiness, joy. That is the use of literature. Thank you, and tomorrow we can start another poem. Thank you.
Of teaching the lesson, did you achieve that intention?
No, sir. Actually, I thought that at first I thought that we don't have poetry in our syllabus. But in case in future, if you include literature,
No, I don't question that at all.
sir.
Your choice of poetry
Sir.
for your matter lesson, I don't question that at all. What was your intention in teaching the poem to this particular group? What did you intend to achieve?
I
Did
want-
you achieve?
Actually, I want to make them to speak. Sir. I want to make them to speak and to write. With that intention, first I conducted the activity, Open Heart with the RK. But the class did not go well. Sir.
Why? They were all very active.
We did well, sir.
But compared to last micro teachings, what I feel now is it has become dull and boring little bit, sir, to me, because I think my explanation became very less. I feel like that, sir. I don't
I
know.
thought it was more. Even when they were discussing, you kept prompting.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
You are attending the workshop, that was an achievement, you can include it. You were prompting. Right, let's see what the observers say. Shiva?
Nagaraj, congrats for the micro teaching lesson. On the positive sides, you got enthusiasm to do it. Good, and you made the whole class doing something or the other throughout the session. It was a good thing, right? And you've been participating even in their activities, like prompting them, giving them kind of support when they're trying to do the activity. That was good. And coming to the downside, I am not able to understand what exactly you wanted them to learn
Because-
after the session.
It is English class, sir, so students have to learn English language. So instead of saying the poem theme and meaning, better to give them chance to speak. With that intention, I started this class.
That's true, but actually when one of the team members spoke something after the role play, had you provided feedback, it would have been much more helpful,
Yes, sir.
correcting them or something like that.
Keeping time in my mind, so I didn't give feedback, sir. I already taught that.
Yes. And then you said you actually taught the poem already in the previous class,
Yes, sir.
but for that, practically you have to do it again because it's almost first time for this session. So that is the thing. And again, writing, there was no feedback to them what they have written and how they have written about it.
Yes.
So had you provided those things, at least that might have been achieved. At least 2 pairs or 1 or 2 pairs would have given a clear cut what mistakes they have done, how they should have said it, how they should have written it. Okay, that could be a help for the students. Okay, this is my observation. Maybe a little more focused on the objective of learning could have.
Thank you.
So now, sir, congratulations, sir. I call it an experiment because taking a poem and dealing a micro lesson on the poem is interesting at the same time. And you know, the best part is, sir, you made students work. Your class went on around 30 minutes. You spoke only for the first initial 6 minutes.
Yes.
You made all the students, do some or the other for the remaining 24 minutes. But sir, you conducted 3 activities. Speaking and writing, of course, you made one of your students to, recite a poem, something like that. But I think all these activities went in vain. They were aimless.
Yes.
Because, when you conducted speaking activity, you must have told them, dear students, I'm going to observe your accuracy, your language, vocabulary, grammatical, is on these things, your pronunciation, fluency, and so on. But you did not do that. At least after the activity, you must have given some feedback. Feedback is very important.
Yes.
That's what I felt, sir. And the second point is the same case with the writing activity. You did not look into their writing. You did not even cut their.
They did not write anything, sir. What are they looking? They just. Sorry, sir.
It's okay. You must have collected their writing compositions. And when we evaluate writing, we deal with sentences, the words they use, structures, and so on. But we did not deal with it. Right, sir? And third point, as Shiva sir said, you told that you already dealt with the poem. Again, you started describing it line by line and touching on vocabulary. You must have done it already. You must have given a small review, not a very brief review without reading line by line. That's what I meant. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
And the last one is unnecessary, sir. I think
Okay.
making Paul Rance to recite a line is that's
Okay, my feedback, Nagaraju, whether you had intended the lesson to go the way it did or not, it was a lively lesson,
Yes, sir.
right? It was a lively lesson. A little later, I'll explain to you why it turned out to be lively beyond your expectations.
Yes, sir. I expected something that they performed well, sir. That means overperformed.
They did not overperform. If you compare, right, the results of the two activities and what's happening in the poem Ulysses, what's happening there is something great.
Yes.
Here is an aged warrior undertaking his last voyage
Yes.
to go beyond the sunset, to discover, regions beyond the world. Right? Something very inspiring. People have drawn inspiration from it.
Yes.
Even I have drawn it whenever I read the poem. I drew it. What happened here? A mockery of what is happening in the poem. Right? That's because the teacher did not motivate the students properly while setting the tasks. It was very lively. You see, the two tasks worked. The two tasks were productive tasks. You wanted some speaking to take place, you wanted some writing to take place, followed by some speaking. The third activity, also a little bit of speaking. Take all three of them. They were mocking Ulysses. Right?
Yes, sir.
Look at the kind of things they said.
Yes.
In the case of the first activity, of course, you said Ulysses is a modern Ulysses, but that point got registered only in one student's mind.
Yes.
It didn't get registered in other pairs' minds. And so only one person spoke about he's going to Singapore or some other place, and so he spoke like a modern Ulysses. The others did not get this idea at all. Am I right?
Yes.
You said modern Ulysses. You should have emphasized that, made that idea clear to them. So the tasks were not set properly. Since students had an advantage after all, they are teachers. This is a very familiar poem. They know everything, each and every line. And so they were able to respond to it, but at a totally different level. You wouldn't have expected this kind of level at all.
Yes.
Okay, let me proceed in the proper sequence. You explained the background of the poem. The background was wrongly explained. You spoke about Ulysses' achievements and so on. But the background is this. After all these achievements, right, the old Greek hero is undertaking his last voyage.
Yes.
to discover new places, driven by his thirst for knowledge.
Yes.
That's the background. If you are given that as the background, it would have served as a kind of motivation to these people. They wouldn't have talked about walking 35 kilometers from Vijayawada to Guntur. Getting second prize in a singing competition, somebody getting first prize in a singing, and 3 people talking about their examination achievements and so on. This wouldn't have happened, right? Marking Ulysses.
He asked us to imagine everything. Sir. Just imagine.
And he supplied things also. You achieved this workshop, it's an achievement.
We did not know whether to act as students now or as faculty.
You set a task. Let them do the task using their imagination. Why should you go and prompt them? You told me in your assessment of your lesson, you said that you did not talk much. Actually, you talked more. Even if the students were supposed to be talking, you went and prompted them. You have that irresistible urge to talk. And then some of the meanings you gave were misleading. You see, I read Ulysses when I was a student. That was in the early 1970s. We are in 2020. I meet and dole unequal laws unto a savage race. Meat and dole should be taken together. Just tell it now. Meat and dole should be taken together. Meat and dole means administer.
Yes.
Right? Meat and dole means, now please listen to me. Meat and dole means administer. So I administer unequal laws unto a savage race. That's what it means. Meat doesn't mean punish and dole doesn't mean that. It shouldn't be taken that way.
I said that means giving sometimes rewards or punishments in an unequal way. In that way, I understood the poem.
No, take meat and dole together.
Okay.
Right? It's a fixed expression, meat and dole.
Okay.
Take it together, understand it as administer.
Yes.
What am I doing here? I am administering stupid laws to an uncivilized people. That's what he means. So they should not be taken separately. And then the instructions were not enough. Must give proper instructions, right? So since the instructions were poor, the interviews were tame interviews, repetitive, whether it was the first task or the second task. You know, the responses were, questions and answers were repetitive, right? Even in the case of the second activity, people were saying almost the same thing. Examinations, 3 people spoke about examination success,
Yes.
right? 2 people spoke about singing competition, first prize, second prize, and so on. So people tended to be, this could have been avoided if only the task had been set at a higher level.
Yes.
Keeping in mind the seriousness of the poem. Okay. The same thing happened last activity. We asked a student to come and recite a poem. That student was also marking Ulysses. Johnny, Johnny, yes papa, eating sugar, no papa. Again marking. So what's happening here? Instead of, through Ulysses, instead of awakening students' literary sensibility, right, their humanistic tendency and so on, you turned out to make students mock Ulysses' heroism. But one thing, your activities generated a lot of language, even though much of it was not useful language because people were repetitive. Okay? Next time, a better lesson.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
What was the duration, sir?